Hey folks, Vortex here and welcome to my review of a actual digital audio player. This is the Mechen M30, which you'll see in a bit. And yet, as usual, full disclaimers, I'd like to thank the actual company themselves for sending me this sample, so thank you very much. I was not paid to do this video and all thoughts and opinions are my own. Also bear in mind, as of now, I've been using this player for quite a bit and it is more on the basic side. So just understand that before I get into it, and yeah, let's just get into the video. So you just get a very basic box. There's the manufacturer there, Mechen, some specs, and it just comes with a SD card, micro SD card, and it is this say the M30 in grey. Some info there. So I've already been using these for quite a bit. So yeah, let's see what you actually get. Dun dun dun! It's missing. Oh, it's over there. So the user manual again, M30, and this doesn't need any firmware updating. It's already got the latest one. So bear that in mind. A few languages. Let's go straight to English. Power. Obviously, there's the buttons. You'll see them in a bit anyway. Oops. So it's a 2-inch screen, which is enough. 2 outputs only. This has no Bluetooth and no Wi-Fi, so bear that in mind. And it can't be used as a USB DAP for your computer. So there's a bit of charging it, quick guide, what the buttons do there, data transfer. So the USB can only charge the device or access on the storage of the SD card. So main functions there. So attention. Now, this is important. If you've got large libraries, it states here only 4,000 tracks can be displayed in the music lists. Please go to the folders to find the complete tracks. So bear that in mind for the folks who have big libraries. More information there. Obviously, I'll run through the menus in a bit. And then, yeah, on to German. So nothing in there, nothing really there. And the cable, so yes, it is micro USB, which is a shame. Would I love to have seen Type-C, or maybe they've got that in plan for the future, but micro USB, which is again a shame. And onto the player. Obviously I'll show you more in depth, but this is what it's like. It is metal, it is very, very well built. It's got a metallic grey, oops, if you can see it better there. So it's not a big player, it's not a small player, but anyway, buttons. This doesn't push in, but you'll see in a bit. Button there. Obviously 3.5 headphone and 3.5 line out. 1 SD card slot, reset, micro USB, and that light does flash for when it charges. That's to put a SIM card in to like reset it. If it focuses. There, so volume there. Power and lock, nothing on the side. So yeah, obviously I've been using this for quite a bit. Yeah, so straight into review. Like I said before, it's more of a basic player, so bear that in mind. If you want Tidal, you know, Spotify or anything like that, this doesn't work. Same for Audible files. If you like podcasts, that doesn't work. So, and no Bluetooth, so it is only 3.5 from those 2 outputs, and that's it. So yeah, onto the review. So let's just go as a proper look over the outside. So I'll just turn it on. Not long, and there you go. So into it there. So say it's metallic grey. It is metal. It is heavy. Build quality seems good, as in like fit finish. Tolerances seems fine. The wheel does volume, as you can see, top left corner. Also does tracks, so if you're searching for a track, that does that as well. Here, as you can see, is play, pause. So just play something there. You can see it's playing. Pause. So by default, when you turn it on, it goes straight into your music. And that's remembered the last part of the track I was on, which is cool. back menu, next track, previous track, micro USB. That should have really been Type C, but nothing I can do about that. SD card, it comes with a 64 gig. I've tried this with a 128, works fine, but I did most of my testing with the included SD card, which is blank. Obviously reset if you have any issues, volume there, which can also be done by that. Power and lock on the top, so obviously it does it to save battery. So battery life on this is, let's say 30 hours, but I've had at least 25, and it seems that's a more kind of accurate figure to what you'll actually get, which is more than I've ever had from any of my players. So yeah, it's just back. So this is folder view, so you can use the wheel or use that, use what you want. So let's just go to weekend, click menu, flax, so let's pick that one, DD, Dirty Diana, click menu, you can do what you want, last played, delete all. So let's go to play, menu, there it is, art, FLAC, all the information there. Obviously it's playing now, very straightforward. So click again, you can add it to a playlist or delete. Back. Main menu, so setting, you can do either way. So you can either do buttons or by that. Settings, play settings, my favourite, equalizer, folder view, music settings. So let's go into that. So languages, update playlist, brightness, it's on 50%. Backlight timer, oops. So menu, so menus are the OK button, you can change that. Sleep timer, set sleep timer, so there's plenty of adjustment there if you want to do that. Off timer, so this powers the player off, so I've set it to off, so I have control. Again, set it to what you want. Information, player information, model, so their disk space. So I've still got 10 gig left. I've tried this with more, so bear that in mind. So click back. Auto upgrade, it's already the latest firmware, I don't need to do that. Format the SD card, factory settings, and that's it. So back, play settings, how you want to do things, the line level, so at the foot, there, default volume, memory or custom, so it remembers from last time. So if you're using super sensitive IEMs, set that low. Go to custom, so you can see. You can set it to 50 if you want. Just set a line level. Volume sync -6 dB or 0. Oops. Repeat shuffle, so you've seen that. My favourites, pick what you want. I didn't really use that. They should all be your favourites because that's why they're on your player. Equalizer, so you can rock, pop, soft, jazz, classical, techno, which is big V. So it's got, hard to see, 80 Hz, 200, 500, 1000, 4, 8 and 16K. So you got 0, 246 and -246 and off. I'd prefer to see a bit more range. Folder view, again you've seen what it's like. I prefer folder view, it's kind of basic. Music, songs, artist, album, genres. The menu system is fast enough, and that's it, so very straightforward. Yes, to talk about while I'm here, as you can see, you can do it like that. Volume, I found that it works fine on all the IEMs I've tried, apart from super sensitive ones, where, so for example, I've still got the Leisurely Audio E16s and they're very sensitive. So if you listen to nothing, you can hear the noise floor, it's very quiet. But when you're playing a track, you can't hear it, so bear that in mind. Headphones, it works fine. It probably works a little bit better on headphones. I don't think there's any issues with output impedance. It seems low. It's just harder just to drive, less hiss you get. On normal IEMs, I didn't really have any issues, so just bear that in mind. Obviously, lock, unlock, works straightforward. Goes straight back into what he was playing. Obviously, still it back in the background. So let's choose Katy Perry discography. Let's just click that one. I Kissed a Girl. That'll do. To flag. Play. Again, you can control what you want to do. Shows you now playing. And that's it. Obviously, an album art. Flag. So, works fine with this. Supports DSD. Never tried it. But for what I've tried, it works fine. Also, bear in mind that for on this screen, this looks quite blue on the camera. But in real life, between the writing, that's actually black, and this is in colour. So I don't know why the camera's showing that, but it looks better in real life. It doesn't look all blue and washed out. It looks better. So this is, again, that looks realistic. The album art, and that's grey. The text and everything works fine. So sound quality. What does this sound like? It sounds perfectly fine. To be honest, I wasn't sure what to expect. I will link in the description the Amazon links to where you can grab this, and that gives you what amp DAC units and all the information that you need all in there. But sound quality is actually fine. It sounds slightly warm from what I can tell, but it's still got good details and the separation seems good. I've tried this with 4 different IEMs. So the GT12X, that's an RBA, the E16, which is a hybrid. I tried this with another hybrid, my Mango T1s, because I've got them out. And I tried this with a single DD, and it works fine. And one pair of headphones, the Philips Fidelio X2s, with normal headphones, not that hard to drive. Works fine on them all. Apart from the super sensitive ones where you hear a bit of hiss. It's really quiet, but if you're listening for it, you'll notice it. And yeah, not sure what to say really. It does everything what it's supposed to. Again, conclusion is, do I recommend something like this? No, for what I use it for, it works fine. It is very basic. Also, some people have issues with large libraries. I don't have that, because you can't listen to like 5,000 tracks at once. Plus, if your SD card fails, you shouldn't really, I don't why you have so many tracks, but for me, I do like it. I like it. It's very basic and folder view, and I typically play through folders. And this is perfectly fine. Battery life's good. The power is good. The sound quality is fine. I do like the control system. Some people probably won't like that, but I like it. Negative is probably the weight, and it doesn't have Bluetooth at all. But through the 3.5, it works fine. So I do like it, and also it does DSD, which I haven't tried because it's not my type of thing. Also, to use the onboard storage, basically to copy music on it, you just plug it into your computer and copy and paste it onto the inbuilt SD card. So your PC sees this as an onboard storage device, not a player. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what to say. I think I've covered it all. You've seen how it works. Again, it's straightforward. You've seen playlists. The EQ is okay, but you really want a PEQ, which this doesn't do. Obviously, I didn't expect that for its cost, but for me, I like what it does. If you're quite a more complex user, you may not like it, but video's over 10 minutes now, so I'll probably end it here. If you want to know anything in particular about this, do let me know in the comments. And yeah, as usual, thanks for watching. Take care.